Until you fix the hole, nothing else is going to matter. I'm Randall Allen Dunn, thriller writer. I write fantasy and action thrillers that read like blockbuster movies, and this is a quick writing tip for making fiction. We just moved into a new house, and in less than a week, we've discovered there's a bad leaking pipe. So we've got maintenance coming out to get the leak fixed. But it just reminds me about with storytelling, writing a story, creating a story is similar to building a house. When you're creating a story, if there is something that doesn't work right for it, it's like a hole in a house. It will never work until you fix that. Years ago, I had some trouble with the story I was working on, and I talked to a writer friend and asked him how to, fix things, and he gave me lots of great suggestions of maybe you could do this, maybe you could add a subplot, maybe you could do this or that, all these kind of technical writing things that another writer would come up with. And then I had my wife read it. She read it and said, well, it's kind of boring. That really kind of summed up the problem. It didn't matter what kind of window dressing I put on it. If the story is boring, it's boring. And that somehow needs to be addressed and fixed. If you have an architect who builds a house for you and shows it to you and says, hey, are you ready to move in here? I think it looks really great. And you look at it and you say, well, it does look really great, except for I'm seeing there's a large hole on the ground floor where animals can get in and rain can get in, and so I can't use this house. I said, well, wait, did you notice I put on a third floor beyond what you asked for, and I have put in some really nice lace curtains, and I actually am also including a swimming pool out back. Like, that's all great, but it doesn't matter. If there's a big hole, I can't live here. So you could have a story that is not the best written story, but if there aren't any holes, if there aren't any things that make the story simply not work at all, then at least you have a story. But if you have a story where there are fantastic, compelling characters, incredible romance, and all these other things, but you have this big gaping hole that makes your story not work, like somehow they escaped the island, but you don't understand how. Or for some reason, the girl decided in this love triangle to choose this guy, but you don't know why she chose him. If your story isn't complete as a story, it doesn't matter all those extra things you add into it, it'll just never work. Once you figure out the parts of the story that need to be fixed, the plot holes where it doesn't make sense logically, different elements that make it maybe boring or whatever, where you need to punch it up a little bit, all those little things that you need to add in to make the story make sense as a story. Once you've done that, and you have a story that is complete and works, then you can add in the extra things of extra jokes, extra romance, extra scenes, extra subplots, all those things, but you don't have to. If you do, it takes a lot less effort on your part to make a good story great. But if you don't fix the hole first, all those extra things you do are just going to be a whole lot of exhausting work that never actually makes the story happen. Thanks for watching. Keep believing.